Tonight, states of emergency declared in the South as an ice storm put more than 60 million Americans in the path of bitter cold temperatures. But first, some news about the Russian demands as the U.S. supplies new arms to Ukraine. Russian missile systems head to Ukraine's neighbor Belarus as thousands of more troops stage at the country's border, with the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier and NATO allies preparing for a major military exercise. Tonight, the high-stakes meeting.
This was not negotiation, but a candid exchange of concerns and ideas.
Preventing hospitalization. The good news tonight about how effective the booster shot is in keeping you out of the emergency room. Plus, the important ruling on President Biden's vaccine mandate for federal workers. COVID's toll on teachers. Dozens of districts forced to cancel classes.
Our staff members are not well enough to even teach virtually.
Anti-abortion activists gather in the nation's capital. Thousands rally outside the Supreme Court in hopes of overturning Roe versus Wade. Breaking news in the Gabby Petito case, who claimed responsibility for her murder. Tonight, the rocker known as Meatloaf dies at the age of 74. And on the road, a small town's rescue from an unlikely group of volunteers.
This is the CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell, reporting from the nation's capital.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. We have a lot of news to get to tonight. A massive winter storm is bearing down on the southeast, bringing snow, sleet, and freezing rain. But the big concern tonight is ice causing widespread power outages, and states of emergency have been declared in the Carolinas and Virginia ahead of the storm. We'll get to the forecast in just a moment, but we want to begin with what is the Biden administration's latest foreign policy crisis: rising tensions with Russia. Secretary of State Antony Blinken today describing this moment as critical as he sat down with his Russian counterpart over the situation in Ukraine. With Putin continuing to amass troops on the border, the U.S. and its allies are sending more weapons to Kyiv. Now, the USS Harry S. Truman aircraft carrier and its strike group have moved into the region to participate in NATO maritime exercises.